So, we're your hosts, PJN,
MJ.
and this is Couple of J's podcast. You feel that?
To feel what?
Love.
Yeah, whatever. I'm a hater.
Love, girl.
I'm a hater.
Love, girl. So, first off, Valentine's. Obviously, we got roses everywhere, balloons everywhere.
Yeah, it's coming up. It's this week.
Yeah. But we kind of early with it. We had to do it before the work week because we're busy during the week. So we'll probably just do dinner. Yeah.
Why are you telling them what we doing?
For Valentine's. I'm just saying, updating them on the.
We don't know what we're doing this time. Like, we don't know for sure. We don't. Yo, he gotta surprise me or something. I don't know what
She is so hard to surprise. She's glued to my hip. I can't surprise her because I can't escape her.
Whenever you're listen. I'm working on it.
All right. Yo, so I'm a conspiracy guy, right? I feel like we need to talk about this.
Okay.
The origins of Valentine's Day and how it's like a pagan holiday. Although it's like a lovey, fertile holiday, it's got a dark history.
Does it?
Yeah. Did you know about that?
I know a little bit.
Yeah, I know. I think we were listening to Rashad Jamal, and he would talk about how Saint Valentine was like a rapist.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why I don't really remember too much. I don't know if you maybe brought it up to me like a little while ago, or if I listened to that with you.
Yeah, so I guess Saint Valentine, the guy they named Valentine's Day after, he was a psychopath, pretty much back in like the dark ages or whatever. They said that like the holiday is about like fertility, but the men would strip naked and sacrifice goats and dogs.
That's fucking sad.
And then they would line women up and hit them with the animal skin.
That's
yeah.
Nah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't know that. I didn't watch that with you then. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it's actually it's a dark holiday. It's a pagan holiday. Like most holidays that we celebrate are from pagan.
I've
pagan
seen something
holidays.
like that too with like Easter.
Yeah.
Just all the holidays basically. Thanksgiving. I know. Yeah, I've
So
heard.
dark. I'm so glad we're not in the dark ages.
Oh my gosh, we should definitely every holiday when we do a podcast of what the hell is the origin behind it.
The origin behind it, yeah.
Damn, we didn't even.
How do you
think?
think? How do you think we got to this point where it's like now it's like love, everything's about love, and there's good energy, and there's like fertility involved from like beating, raping, and sacrificing animals. Like what?
How do we get from there to
like
here? I can't believe.
What time could do?
Maybe one person was just like, let's not let it ruin us and traumatize us, so let's enjoy it and make it out of love. That's the best way I could think about it.
Yeah, but the guy being like a psychopath and
What
I guess like
happened to the guy?
he was like a pedophile.
He died.
Huh?
He died.
Well, yeah, this was
I'm not like saying recently, but
so basically
before this became like this, like.
So history says that Saint Valentine was a guy that he would marry people off.
Emperor Claudius II had banned marriage. Because he thought married men were bad soldiers, Valentine felt this was unfair. So he broke the rules and arranged marriages in secret. When Claudius found out, Valentine was thrown in jail and sentenced to death.
But yeah, there's a little bit of history behind this whole holiday. I'm glad that it is something that we
can celebrate in a more positive way.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think? How do you think that turned out?
I mean, if it's to feed the energy of love and relationships and just like good energy, I'm all for it. But if this is about feeding that type of energy, like nah, I'm not with it.
Not.
We're gonna have to name this shit something else.
Honestly, when I was younger in class, I learned that Valentine's Day was more for making money. So for people who wanted to I don't know, kind of have their own business or be on the street and sell something. Like they made Valentine's. That's how they got their money. So when Valentine's Day came or whatever, they would
Yeah.
have all the flowers, the teddy bears outside. Like,
What?
yeah, that's how I learned it in school. But you know, that's cool.
They showed you how to hustle Valentine's Day?
No, but I'm saying like we talked about it in class when I was young, and I just remember like that stuck to me. Like, oh, people just want to make money off of it, so this is why this is even a holiday. Because what the hell is it really?
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Well,
Like,
now, yeah, definitely. I think all the holidays are marketing holidays. Like,
Yeah.
it's to produce
definitely. But
money and
I
stuff
thought
like
that
that.
was just the first like nothing else but just to market from it.
Yeah.
That's what my initial thought was. when I was younger.
Yeah, that's interesting. As a
Yeah.
younger person, that's how you would look at it, or they would teach you even.
Yeah, that's what they told us.
That's Hartford. That's that Hartford shit.
Yeah.
They tried to
Yeah.
explain why there's so many people on the streets of Hartford selling flowers and roses
I
and
used
balloons.
to see it. Yup, they was hustling. For sure.
How important is it to do gestures outside of this holiday and to go on like dates? Do you think is that like high on your priority?
Like for when Valentine's.
Because I feel like when I got you the flowers and roses, you wasn't really too excited. You were just kind of like, oh, that's
I
it,
was
really.
like, I was actually shocked. I was like, I didn't even know you were doing all of that. And me in general, when it comes to surprises, like I could be so ecstatic,
Yeah.
but like my face is like, I
Like,
don't really
"Ah."
know how to, I don't
yeah.
really know how to like show it. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm not really good at
So
expressing.
I could do better surprise. Like obviously, like I had to escape the house and make up all these other excuses on why I was
You
out.
did good with the excuses.
Yeah, and then but how I would have wanted it would be like the social media way where you like walk in and there's like rose petals everywhere and stuff like that. But yeah, I can't escape you, so it's hard to
You know what?
I'm just gonna have to like get a hotel or something and like fix the hotel up and then tell you we're going somewhere and then
I'm so
surprise you that
clueless,
way.
though. I'm so clueless because when after the surprise, I'm now thinking like, how is he suspicious? Because you asked me if I even knew what was going on. I was like, genuinely was just like, no, love you, bye. Like this is what we need. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And so your face, I could just picture your face before leaving. And I didn't think about it to be like sus. But then when I look back, I'm like, that was a sus face. Like,
And
I should have known.
And when do I wake up that early? Be like, all right, I got to go to Walmart
I'm like, oh shit.
or go to Stop and Shop.
I was like, wow, that helps. Thank you. Like,
Yeah, she thought I was.
I was more just happy you were going than anything. I'm like, good, because I don't want to. Like,
Yeah.
that's how I've seen it. But yeah, the holiday itself. I'm gonna say this: the holiday itself, with its importance, it's fun. Like, holidays just bring us as a unity, or a what would you call it? Like I have a brain fart right now.
It brings us like
As
together.
a society, yeah,
it
not
brings
even
us all
together,
or-
but it just brings us to be all excited about something and to
Right.
look forward to something instead of the days just being like on and on and on. Like I realize when holidays are, Christmas is coming up, Valentine's Day, like all these things are something to look forward to. So that's just what makes life a little bit more exciting, because then what do? We start having all these different decorations. We start celebrating. We're around the family maybe more.
What's crazy is it's not even celebrated all around the world. Just literally, just like I think Europe and the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're the only cultures that celebrate it.
I like it though, and for the
Or
people,
like all the holidays, pretty much.
yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, yeah, you're not gonna. No one's celebrating Valentine's Day in fucking Africa or Australia.
What about Christmas?
The same. It's a Western holiday. Yeah, it's Western and European.
I mean, our lifestyles are
Like
very
Europe.
different.
Yeah.
Like the United States is very different from anywhere else outside of the country, and I don't know. We work like slaves, or we just try to survive every day. That's how Americans are today. So this kind of brings us Americans like some enjoyment.
Right.
But for the ones who are single, it's okay. Like,
Nah, the single ones be having fun. They be doing their own
listen,
thing.
I was there too. You just gotta look at it as another day,
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
still kind of brings like, oh, there's this holiday coming up where everyone else is gonna celebrate it at least.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy. Did you search up the Drake video
Oh, that was,
before Valentine's Day? Have you still? I know I asked you this question before off camera, but since I've asked you, have you searched for it?
oh my gosh. No, I haven't searched for it. Not after you brought it up or anything. I searched on TikTok
Yeah.
because everyone was talking about Drake, and I'm like, what are they talking
The Drake,
about?
the viral video.
Yeah. I was like, what are they talking about? So, we're all going to be nosy and be like, what is like going on? And then it was just funny. I was just like, what the hell? He got exposed? And of course I was curious. I'm just like, what the hell? Like, how did this happen? Is this even real? But I didn't go search it because I don't have.
I'm not gonna lie. I searched it. I did. I searched it. I'm like, what's the hype about? Nah, that boy got a penis enlargement. There's no way. There's no way.
No, I don't think
There's
so.
no
Because even people have proof of like. I
Nah,
mean,
that thing was about 12.
really.
That thing was about 12. I'm like, hold on now. Nah.
Damn.
He while
I
he
might
was
have to
while he
search
was
it
getting
up.
the lipo out his sides, he definitely
He did that?
yeah.
Lipo?
Yeah, he got surgery on his abs.
Oh shit! I
Yeah.
might have to
He
look.
got the ab surgery. And then I know he must have got work down there too, cuz ain't no way.
I'm gonna have to see what that's about. Everybody else seeing it. I'm the only one.
Yeah, I
that-
wouldn't mind. I wouldn't care.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go look.
You go ahead and look.
Where do you find? That's Twitter, right? I don't have.
I'm
Twitter.
not sure. I just Googled it.
Googled?
Like Drake viral. I said Drake viral video. What the hell's going on?
Damn.
Yeah. Because I just saw people on TikTok and they were just like
Hyping it.
Yeah, they like taking swinging.
Yeah,
I'm like,
like-
what? I'm like, come on. Ain't no way.
They was doing the funniest things ever.
I ain't
was
hating.
like,
I ain't hating now. I'm good over here, but I'm just saying,
12.
12 is
That's
crazy.
why. That's why you got people. He putting hot sauce on condoms. He's like, nah, my thing's slanging and swinging. We can't have that over here.
No, that's crazy.
Damn, I know everybody and they baby mamas, their wives look and girlfriends.
I'm sure. If you think your girl didn't look, that's crazy. I mean, I have to
I gotta
believe.
look.
I have to believe NJ. She says she hasn't looked at it.
Cause you have to. I heard that you have to go on Twitter. Like it was like on Twitter.
Well, I don't have Twitter
on
either.
Twitter.
I
So-
just Googled it.
So I was like, and I thought Google wasn't gonna show it. I thought it was gonna be like TikTok and like, I mean, why would
They can't show that
Yeah,
shit on TikTok.
I don't know why I
There's no
thought-
way they could show that on
I don't know
TikTok.
why I thought they would show it, but
Yeah,
it said
nah.
Twitter, and I said, am I gonna do all that to sign up into a Twitter? No, I ain't doing all that. So I'll see what I'm like, Google.
All right, we're off Drake, and we're on to Usher. Because Usher was at the Super Bowl fucking wilding. Anybody try to dance up on my girl the way Usher danced up on Alicia Keys, they're going to have to see me.
Yeah,
They're going to have to see me.
yeah, you could tell she was like, Usher, what are you doing? Like you could just tell she was like,
She felt, I started to feel uncomfortable.
yeah. I was like, I was just putting myself in that position, and I was like, I would be like, my man is watching this. Like this is insane, Usher.
But do you think that sounded like they rehearsed?
No, I personally don't think they rehearse that. I think sometimes artists get a little too like hype. There's a huge crowd, millions watching on TV, billions in the damn crowd. Like you just kind of have your own style and certain things. So you might just go out of the, do the most. Go out of your rehearsal. So I don't know, or maybe they rehearsed it and it wasn't as like.
It wasn't as
romantic looking.
sexual.
Yeah, sexual and
Boy,
romantic looking.
not because you're not getting behind my girl, rubbing your crotch on her ass and holding her stomach. That's crazy.
No,
to
it
me.
was that was very intimate.
That was crazy. I'm no.
Holding her stomach, like no, that
Yeah,
was
no,
very
no.
intimate.
Nah, I'm not having that. I hope Swizz Beatz had a word with him after, because that's crazy to me.
Unless and if they did rehearse that, I'm sure
And he was just being extra.
yeah, a lot of hips, a lot of hips.
A lot of hips.
But the performance, did you like it?
I'm hating. I can't move my hips like.
We know you can.
No, I thought it was terrible. I think all around the whole Super Bowl and everything was kind of boring.
The football game.
The prediction of KC winning and all that's
Yeah, you kind of already be there before like
yeah.
everything happened. I thought that Usher did a good job though. I thought it was like
I feel like he should have spent more time singing, less time dancing. And I know that that's his thing. Like his thing is dancing, but I just feel like you could have sang a little more.
I think when it comes to putting on a performance though, it's more dancing than you're gonna sing a little here and there, but a performance, putting on a show, you gotta dance, you gotta move, you gotta get the crowd's attention some way, and just sitting there and singing, like it just might not do.
Yeah, but we like vocals from Usher. He could sing,
He was singing
and
though.
he barely.
Yeah, yeah.
Boy took off his shirt. He was just doing way too much. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
at that point I was like, whoa. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what he does. For me, I'm thinking about it like, bro, you like 50. You're like
Is he?
50.
I don't even know how old he is. I know
He's gotta be.
he's up there for sure, but I don't know.
He's got. So let me ask you this then.
What?
All right, we decided to go out, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And we at the club, whatever. And there's a dancing. Everybody's dancing, good time, whatever. And somebody decides to insert themselves with you, and I'm somewhere else.
Yeah.
And they decide to, some woman decides to insert
To come-
themselves
to come dance with me?
you. What are you doing?
So is it Spanish dancing or is it just like hip hop dancing?
Let's do both.
Spanish dancing, I'll dance.
You'll dance?
Yeah, bachata, salsa, stuff like that.
What
Yeah,
if
I'll
she's
dance.
doing too much? Too much, like trying to put her hips on you, because they get real. They get real.
I mean,
down
it's,
there.
in the Spanish culture, you do that. I wouldn't get mad if you were dancing salsa and
That's a little
bachata.
too intimate.
Nah, that's the culture. That's the culture of dancing. Like you're supposed to get a little. I mean, there's bachata where they're like you're up close
Yeah,
and
that's
you're
what I'm-
going
yeah.
crazy. I mean,
What if
I
she's
don't
just
know.
an expert and so she's trying to just show you how she get down?
Then show me your expertise. Like
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh, we gonna have
Yeah.
a problem.
But hip hop, that's more like grinding. Your booty's on my dick. That's a little bit more. That's a little bit more like intentional. Where you're being like more sexual. Where the Spanish culture, dancing is like sensuality, not sexuality. You know, it's like sensual.
Yeah, but I feel like some people's intention is you. I feel like within that you kind of start to have that sexual energy come up when you're dancing that way.
Well,
Especially when you're drinking and you're at a club and it's not like this is a family event. This is anybody here, you look good, I'm gonna come up to you and dance. There's an intention there. So if me and you weren't together and I seen you at the club and I'm with my girls and I'm like, oh, he looks good, plotted already. He looks good. I'm finna go up to him and show him what I got.
Yeah, but
These hips is going on that lap, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you think that's okay, it is not, and then we're gonna have a problem.
see,
Because let me tell you this, I'm not letting nobody take me. Like unless we're literally, if we're dancing.
nah. If somebody comes and grabs you to go and dance, you have to have that expectation, especially in the Spanish culture when you're dancing Spanish music to Spanish music. There's gonna be that kind of dancing. That's just there's no way around it. Like even if you didn't want to like get up close and dance, it would just feel awkward. It wouldn't flow right. There's
Well,
there's
you're
a whole
there.
rhythm to dancing it.
I feel like you're there regardless with your partner. So, I mean, it's up
If
to you and your partner.
if I don't want to dance and you feel like you want to get on the dance floor, I think by all means go do your thing.
And I'm a type of person that most likely would take a woman with me. Like, I see a girl by herself and she's dancing, I'll go in with the girls. And I would do, and I did that even before relationship. Like, I don't know what it is. I just like like the feminine energy. I just go towards that more than
Well,
anything
yeah,
else.
guys can't do that.
Yes, they can.
No, we can't.
Not to
I'm
guys.
I'm
No,
not
not
dancing
to
with
guys.
Yeah, I'm not dancing with another guy. Sorry.
No, not to guys.
I don't care.
But I thought you meant in a way of like guys going out to girls and just because,
Oh yeah, no, I think that's appropriate. Like if a guy wants to dance with, like even like you could grab an older woman in the Spanish culture, you could grab an older woman and dance with her to be respectful of your woman. That's I think it would be something different if I picked a young, hot looking girl in front of you to go dance with her. That would kind of like throw things off a little.
You already know me. It don't matter how they look, how old they are. I could elderly, that's completely fine. But I don't just care if it's a woman and she's not attractive. No. That's just because
Well, then it's back to the drawing board, and you got to self-reflect on that, on why you feel that way.
I just think it's inappropriate.
You think that's a boundary?
I feel like if a guy came up to me and want to dance, it's one thing to dance with them, right? With regular bachata is most likely you're not too close. Like at least how I've always danced with people. Like I've never had my like really was up on someone unless it was you, right?
Yeah.
Because we're partners. But like if I'm dancing with, let's say, um, because I danced with
You
Brian.
dance with Bride.
Brian, yeah,
Yeah.
I've danced with Brian, but,
But
we're
that's my friend.
But this
so-
is like when I'm telling, there's a clear space here. We're dancing in a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not dancing with anyone close enough where your leg is touching my lap, or you know, like in a way like that. Like,
But I wouldn't be mad because I would understand that that's just part of the culture. That's just
Part of
part.
the
That's just
culture.
yeah.
We'll
That's
see.
just part of the culture.
yeah, we'll see.
I mean,
I could have swore
can you dance more than 3 minutes? Actually,
dance more than 3 minutes.
yeah. Like. Do you have enough? Listen. I could probably do half a song and then I'm done because
Oh, I could
I just
dance.
run out of moves. I start getting repetitive.
Yeah, I could dance more than 3 minutes. I get in the groove. It's like the more time you give me, the more I start to.
Nah, when you start feeling it, you all over that dance floor.
But I'm saying, but the
With or without
bachata,
someone, you
bachata?
was,
Oh yeah,
you're twirling.
Yeah, that was one time. I was free. Like go, let it go. You love that. You love that story.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
would you guys let your partner? Would you guys be okay with that? I want to know.
I think it just depends. I think everything is situational. You know.
Yeah.
But on another note. Oh, I'm waiting for you to say
That
something.
because I was about to talk about the same. I had something else to say, but we're gonna move on.
Oh, okay. So, what do you think a person needs? Like, do you think that on Valentine's Day, a person has to do something for their partner? Like, do you think it's essential that they, especially because they're boyfriend and girlfriend, like, or husband and wife, that no, you have to do something for me, like.
Um, Absolutely not. You don't have to do anything like that you don't want to do. But is it always appreciated and is it always nice? Yes. It would be very nice for, men to take initiative and do something, like just something, even if it's just flowers or you know what I mean, to just show like
Does it matter how many flowers,
no,
whether you get 6, 12, or 24?
no, I never looked at like
The
no.
amount.
I've never thought like
Do you think
only
girls look at the
six?
amount and be like, you only got me one single stem?
Probably. Yeah.
Like, is there a requirement for guys to have to?
Damn, what happened to the bouquets? Like, what?
Where's
one?
the vase?
Like one? Thank you. Like,
What
is
if what
this?
if what if what if
A
somebody,
date?
what if like a guy got one balloon, one stem, no teddy bear,
Oh, I think it's still
and a
cute
small
though.
box of chocolates?
It's how you do it. I'd be appreciative, and I would think it's still cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you just come and hold babe with one stem every time, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna add this to the collection.
You know that they have a store online where you could order flowers or roses, and you can make like a subscription, and they'll send roses every
Monthly or
monthly
something?
to your
That's
partner.
dope. Yeah, I think I've seen that. That's dope though. I like that.
That's an extra bill, but I mean,
It ain't worth it though. I don't think flowers are nice to have as a surprise,
yeah.
when you once in a
Why
while.
is that? What's the
For me,
what's the why do you think that became a thing? Like what how did that become the sign of love or that you care for someone, roses and flowers? Like what is it about the rose or flowers that make it essential to like a woman, like.
it could simply just be the energy. Now that may sound odd or like weird, but it's like when you attract to something and you feel a certain way about it. So if I just get put on this earth and I see animals and I see flowers and I see grass and I see water, it's like when I'm going to each of those things, what is my energy? How do I feel when I do it? If I pick up a rose and I see it for the first time, am I feeling like, oh my, like love? Am I
But do you think that's
feeling?
where it originated
I feel
from?
like it could. I have no idea.
Like women were like, "Oh, I love roses,"
Yeah,
or "They're so pretty," and then
I think that.
you think it was like the Garden of Eden. She was just like, "I love roses.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I'm gonna eat off this tree, but you got to get me a rose too.
I don't know,
Pick
but
this rose for me."
personally, to think about it is like how, like without any research, having to guess, I would just say like how the woman felt towards him,
Okay.
and making it a thing like roses are beautiful, and now everybody kind of like you know how society is like
Yeah.
we hate Trump, everybody hate like not saying us.
We don't hate
we don't
Trump.
hate Trump.
Vote for Trump.
Go for Trump. We support Trump.
We support Trump.
Because we know. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah.
Um.
So basically it's like
A trend.
so like women, they love food. They have an emotional attachment to food. So when you get her food, that's a signal of like, oh, you care about my emotions. So like
yeah,
you
baby.
think there's an emotional attachment to roses?
Oh yeah.
So that's why like that
Roses,
gesture is like
diamonds.
highly recommended.
Roses, diamonds.
Why diamonds too? Oh,
chocolate.
maybe because it shines. Girls like sparkly things. I can see diamonds. I can see diamonds being a thing.
I don't know, but I do think women look at these things as an appreciation of their man's love for them.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think the industry of like this industry just got a hold of us men in marketing and they just did a great job at marketing? Because I know at one point, like to get married, it never required a ring.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it was actually an old show, and they spent a lot of money on marketing. And in the marketing, they said like, "Oh, your woman would like this ring or whatever. This is a great gift to give your woman, and ask her to like marry you." And then so
Great idea.
yeah, they marketed it so well that people started buying rings to associate marriage.
I like that.
But it wasn't. It was something before that. It was just like all
Nothing.
Bible and like under God
Really?
and stuff like that. Yeah, and contracts under God and stuff. But
No.
the ring wasn't associated with marriage at one point. And I think it was like before the 50s. I would say.
Saying that it matter like that matters. I just liked that a woman and a man can both have a ring and be like you could just look at your hand and be like,
Well, yeah,
know?
symbolism is strong, and having something there to kind of imprint what you are and that you're
yeah,
taking.
like a tattoo.
Yeah.
Like it's there.
Like I think it's a great marketing idea, but
Yeah.
I don't think that it was something that was needed to feel like you're married to someone. So we're back. So how do you feel? How do you feel about women who do make that a thing where if a guy doesn't get them an expensive ring or doesn't propose in a way that they like, it makes that a big issue?
I think that women look at it more as dollar signs more than love and what.
But what would you say about that person's character who feels like that? Oh, you didn't get me the an expensive ring, or you didn't even get me a real diamond. Like, are you think that they're more focused on the love part of the relationship? Is their love genuine? Is it kind of just like
Provide for me, and when you provide, do it in the best ways.
yeah?
I could say, generally, I can't speak from that because I'm not that person. So I really don't know what goes on in someone's head when they are like that.
Yeah.
But when I'm judging from the other side or, looking at it,
Yeah.
I kind of just think like, why do you care? I just question it more than anything. Like, well, why does that matter? And then putting my own opinion and putting perspective, like maybe why do they feel like that? Maybe it's because they don't see the relationship and they don't see the love as much as, the things that are given to them.
Okay.
People grow up certain ways too, where they have everything given to them and they have to have the best of the best. And if they don't, then they're scum. Like, so I feel like maybe some people who are raised like that, just feel like they need to have the finest things given to them.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to have the finest things, but if someone doesn't give it to me, if you don't give me like I said, a $50,000 ring or $1 million ring, I'm never gonna be like, how dare you? What do I look like to you? Like, you
Right.
know what I mean?
So you don't equate the
It's so
the
different.
value of the ring to your value.
No, or to the relationship. It's just two different things, really.
Yeah.
Like the meaning of something, like the ring is like you said, like the symbol.
Mm-hmm.
So that just makes me like that's just good enough for me.
Right.
Like I have
Yeah,
this.
I think people need to do less of I think the more internal people go into themselves and find the value within themselves, they can separate the value in materialistic things. So that's why it's important like to date someone who does do those kind of things and know their own value, so that when you do come with something materialistic, whether it be expensive or not, that they don't equate that to their worth, because they know their worth from the start.
Right. And I think it's like, who are those people hanging around?
Right.
Are you with people who got $1 million baby daddies, like, or husbands
Yeah,
that just
and that's cool too.
and I feel like some people just want to be like, yeah, like,
Yeah.
and then they're like, oh my god,
Like I ain't gonna lie, like a part of me, like I want to get married, and I want to get married to be able to have the ring on my finger, to have that symbolism,
Right.
I think it shows character.
right,
It shows that you're a person of consistency, and you know how to value things, like, and you value yourself because you can commit to something.
yeah,
It shows commitment, I feel like, and commitment can show like balance.
right,
It just shows that your life is pretty much balanced out.
yeah, and I feel like it's so nice to be like, I'm married. Like if someone's
Yeah.
like, oh, shorty, you look, I'm married.
So that
Sorry for you. Like I just love that. Like I used to wear a ring that my grandmother gave me, and I just used to have it on the ring finger too.
yeah.
All right, and I used to just walk around with that. So if anyone said anything, I'd be like, boyfriend. Like I got a boyfriend. Sorry. Like I loved that.
So do you look forward to Valentine? Do you think people should look forward to days like this? Do you think we should have more than one day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
At least
never
like
thought
twice
about
a
that.
at least like twice a year, right?
Yeah, I never thought about that. I mean,
Especially because now like there's everything is so, everyone's life is just going, and you get so complacent, and like get everything's like routine, that you forget to
Yeah.
celebrate your relationship. And sometimes people need these kind of things to like get them off their ass and go show some love and go show some effort.
yeah, I think that's just something on our end. People who are in relationships who don't prioritize that are just so. I feel like this happens a lot in marriages, that you've been together for a certain amount of time. You're used to your everyday lives, your schedules, you're working. You'll see each other when you see each other. So used to that people do forget, like, okay, let's make time for each other. So I don't think like, no, we don't need to have like a long period of Valentine's Day, but more like we need to be aware, and we need to be able to see like, okay, Valentine's Day should not be the only day that we are celebrating us. Like, let's make time to do so. Let's make time to put everything else aside and make it just about us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It don't matter if you're together 24/7. It don't matter if you're together 5 hours a day together or none. Like, make your time worth something.
Yeah.
Because you could be with someone and you're not really doing anything, or you're just doing everyday things you would do with or without that person. But it's important to be like, okay, there's an intention behind what we're doing today. Like, this is for us. And I think as a couple, you will carry that day or those, couple hours differently.
Yeah.
Like that energy there, like, what the intentions are, that energy there is just different looking now. So it's like, okay, we're here. It's for us. Love you. And it's just like love. Like that energy is like love. Not fighting. That we're not talking about what we got to do when we get home. Like it's just that all gets thrown out the door.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was lucky this year. I got to have 2 Valentines.
You were.
Yeah, I was able to do 2 Valentines. So I was lucky this year.
You were.
Shout out to my daughter.
Aww.
I love you.
We love you.
Yes.
We
So
love
that was
you.
fun for me. I had a
Yeah.
fun-filled weekend.
That was fun for us. What you mean you? That was fun for us.
Yeah. It's just good. It's good to see you guys smile and get things. And
Yeah.
her surprise was just like,
Oh, I loved that. Oh,
Yeah.
I was more excited. I was more excited to give her surprise than anything else. I was just
To
like,
receive
can't
yours?
wait to. No, I was really excited about mine, but hers, it was just like the energy that was. I was just like, I was couldn't wait to see her face.
Yeah.
Like as a little girl, it's like I kind of went back to being a little girl. You know,
Yeah.
when you're doing.
did your dad ever celebrate Valentine with you?
No, I don't think so. No.
Daddy issues. It's like, no, I'm just kidding. Come on.
No, I don't. Not that I remember. Like, I don't know. I don't think so.
How many relationships have you been in that you were with them during Valentine's Day?
None.
None?
I was never. Yeah, I was never really in a relationship, and
Was like in school, did they
the only thing I remember, I was actually pretty much a big giver, so I had like,
you was just out here spending Yvonne money?
oh, I was DIYing. I was Dollar Tree. I was baby.
Do it yourself?
I'm because when it comes to gifts, I like it more like let me see what work you put into this.
Yeah.
Because I'm like that. Like I write to you. I'm very, what would you call that?
Detailed?
Not detailed. I'm
Or
just
creative?
like I just put more into a gift than just buying you a Lamborghini. Like,
Oh, okay. Oh, you bought me a Lamborghini?
I did.
Oh shit, it's outside?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Happy
Manifest that
Valentine's
shit.
Day.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
But I'm more thoughtful, I would say. Like I put more thought into a gift when I can.
When I was younger, I remember this is what traumatized me. I remember going all out, thoughtful, creative, pulled up in the whip, had the whole whip covered, balloons hanging out the window, and the first thing that was said to me was an argument because I was gone all day.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Do you not know women?
Yeah, I was gone all day, didn't answer my phone, didn't do anything. I just pulled up. I had like, will you be my Valentine on the car or whatever? And it was just an attitude all day. And I was just like, all right, I think this is the last time I'm going to do something big or be gone all day without saying anything.
Listen, that's one of the worst things you could do. Like, you just don't do that. Like, women will go crazy. You're not picking up your phone. You don't know where they at. Like, that would drive someone kind of crazy.
But outside of that, we enjoy talking and having these kinds of conversations. You guys you don't need to, but if you can, subscribe, like, and tell us what you think.
Yeah, leave comments down below what you guys want to hear.
Yeah. So, as they would say in French, je t'aime. I love you.
And as they say in Spanish, te amo, mi amor.
All right.